It's the Nerd Parade Challenge, and we're issuing it here and now. Can you raid Nerd Parade? What is going on again, Nerd Paraders? Thank you guys so much for coming back to hang out with me today as we play Get Bit in the Ass game. Holy crap, as we play the compies are gonna eat me. ARK, Survival Evolved. That's a perfect way to start a video, in my opinion, with compies on our ass. Let's get up on this rock o protection here, away from compies, and we're gonna be talking about something that I'm pretty excited about. And what that is my character's face. No, I'm kidding. What that is the Nerd Parade World War ARK servers, and what we're going to be doing with them, and that's what this video is mostly going to be about. I am Nick. This is Nerd Parade, guys. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for coming to hang with me today. Now, before we get into anything, I'm going to explain what's currently going on and what we're going to be doing. I'm popping into the escape menu, and we're going to be talking about Nerd Parade's, World War ARK cluster, which I just happen to be on the center server. Now, the center server for this instance of Nerd Parade's World War ARK, or this wipe of Nerd Parade's World War ARK, is the themed PvP maps. And what I mean by the themed PvP maps is that we have the center. That's too many fingers. The center. We have Ragnarok, and we have Aberration in the cluster. Those three servers are and those three maps. And what we've done in this season is that we've made each map a different specific type of PvP to try to cater to those that might like different scenarios of PvP. But kind of accidentally, what that has done is that has created a bit of a pigeonhole for some of the players. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Now let's take the center, for example. On the center, this is the small tribe, which is limited to 6-man tribes. And it's 24/7 PvP, as you can see by the name. I don't know why I'm still having this menu up, but you kind of know what's going on. Oh, my beard's growing in, both in real life and in game. I'm looking even more manly as the time goes by as I stand here shirtless. And it just got brighter for some reason. When does it get brighter? And so, weird things are happening in this video, but I'm just going to let it go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. The servers are themed. So we have 24/7, small tribe, limited to 6-man PvP on the center. The accidental pigeonholing that we kind of get into is someone or a specific type of gamer may really like the idea of small man tribe, but they don't want to feel forced to play on the center just because they like that type of gameplay. So say, for example, why not have small man tribe 24/7 PvP on Island or on Ragnarok? But we happen to just choose the center for it on this go-around. Whereas Ragnarok happens to be weekend PvP with weekday PvE, favoring those that either have a busy work schedule during the week or have to go to school or something along those lines, and that's kind of what it was catering to. But again, it falls into the problem of, well, it's forcing me to play on Ragnarok, and I don't really like Ragnarok, or I might prefer Aberration. Why can't we have PvP weekends on Aberration? And say, for example, Aberration, the third server in our cluster, is Purge, where it's all PvE except for 1 day a week, 6 hours, which usually falls around the Friday, around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my typical go live time on Twitch. And if you haven't followed on Twitch, now's the perfect time to shout that out. The link is in the description below me, twitch.tv/nerdparade, because that's going to be playing a very big role in this upcoming season. But I digress. We'll get there in a moment. As I was saying, it just limits people to a specific server they may not like to play due to the gameplay style that they do favor, or vice versa, picking a gameplay style that they do like and settling on a server. We're kind of moving away from that as this season comes and goes. Now, usually Nerd Parade seasons tend to last about a month, but my goal is to extend that a little bit to make it so we don't have so many frequent wipes, so that people enjoy. I mean, the rates are fast regardless, pretty forgiving, but make it so people can enjoy themselves a little bit more longer instead of on a month-to-month basis with the seasons. And that's what brings me to this idea here and what we're going to be doing. Now, first and foremost, there will be 2 different days of streaming, like I'd mentioned, on this new Nerd Parade World War ARK season. And what we're going to be doing this season is we're going to be uniforming the PvP style. No more splitting of this one's small man 24/7, this one is weekend PvP, this one is Purge. we're going to be uniforming it across all the servers. It's going to be 24/7 PvP with ORP, or offline raid protection. That was kind of the best middle ground that we could reach. That way people can log off or go to school or go to work and feel like they aren't going to lose all of their progress after, you know, a solid night's sleep. Now this new season, or this new cluster of servers, is slated to launch, is slated to launch on August 24th, 2018, in case you're watching this crazy. We're future-proofing the video! No, it's slated to launch on Friday, August 24th, 2018, and this video is going live. If you're catching this video the day that it goes live, it's currently August 22nd, 2018. So on Friday, this coming Friday, if you're watching this video as it goes live, we'll be starting the new Nerd Parade World War ARK servers. And these servers are going to be quite unlike anything that we've ever done before, and it's something that I'm really excited for. Even though it's raining in ARK, I refuse to let it rain on my Nerd Parade, because I'm very excited about this idea. I think it's really neat. A couple of the guys in the Discord, which is in the link below me as well. That's a good time to shout this out as well. The Nerd Parade Discord, it's in the link below me. This is kind of where we talk all things Nerd Parade, talk about all the server information. If you haven't joined it, or you're interested in joining, especially just to keep up on the Nerd Parade related news, now is kind of a good time to drop down there. But a couple of guys and I were talking in the Nerd Parade Discord of what we could do for a fresh idea for a fresh new season. Not only are we going to be uniforming the PvP, but we're going to be creating a bit of an event. And that's kind of where the title comes from. Now, this event will be a weekly thing. And this event is the Raid Nerd Parade event, right? Clever. How did you get that? It's in the title of the video. It's so clever. I wonder what it could possibly be. Does it mean that we get to raid Nerd Parade once a week? Why, yes. Yes, it does. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that you did that. We're going to change the camera for dramatic effect. Dun, dun, dun. Is my beard still growing in? It looks like it is. I'm becoming more manly by the second. 2 specific live streams per week for the Raid Nerd Parade season, and we're going to be building bases, 1 base per week. We're going to be doing a build-up video, and then a live raid defense video. Now, what this is it's going to be a specific tribe of myself and some of the other people that help admin the server, joining the tribe literally called Raid Nerd Parade. And Raid Nerd Parade is going to be myself, and this small crew, probably about a group of 5 of us total. We're going to be jumping into creative mode to build up themed bases and live streaming this build up. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be crazy cool. We could do some awesome designs. We could have themes behind the build. It's really, really, really cool, and it's kind of a neat idea. We've never done anything like it before, and I'm excited to see how it goes out. Now, before I go any further, I want to make sure that I point out that admin command logging will be enabled during this entire thing, just so that people can see publicly what we're doing. This does mean there's going to be some ridiculous spam in the chat. However, that's a small side effect to a kind of a neat idea of what we're going to be pursuing here. Now, like I said before, the build-up of it's getting very dark on my face. Let's find a more well-lit area. This build-up is going to be live streamed. It'll be myself and some of, like I said, the Nerd Parade crew. We're going to live stream the entire build-up so that you can watch the build-up and maybe even use it as a tactical advantage to when we invite anybody or everybody. That's the best part. Anybody or everybody to Raid Nerd Parade. And it's going to be live streamed as well. So the build-up at some point during the week, whenever we can get most of the crew together to do build-up, I'm literally trying to outrun the sun here so I can get some better lighting for my face, but it's not working. We're going to be live streaming the base defense specifically every week at Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my usual go live date, or my part of my usual schedule. That's where we're going to be doing the Raid Nerd Parade live event, where the base that we've built up, we invite either everybody on the server to team up and take us down, or whoever happens to get there first, raid us and take us down. Or if we manage to raid defense, then it'll be great and challenging, and our names will be remembered in the halls of Nerd Valor for all eternity because we had a successful raid defense. Or we get horribly wiped into the floor. It's going to be very interesting, but it's going to be a weekly event where anybody and everybody can come and raid Nerd Parade that plays on the server. Other than that, our beards will be growing in, and it will be a completely normal PvP server. You guys will be able to battle each other like normal, or team up, alliance, whatever the case. All a totally normal PvP server with the same Nerd Parade rates that you may or may not be used to at this point, with the added incentive of the weekly event where we create a base for a specific tribe or the entire server to team up and blow to the ground, or face defeat at the potato aim skills of me. Maybe interesting? I don't know, perhaps. That's going to be the big incentive and the big theme this week is, this season is each week there's the Raid Nerd Parade. Now, like I said, we will be in creative mode to build the base because we're going to be making new bases every week for people to hit. There will be a further incentive. The further incentive to actually raid Nerd Parade, we're going to have some admin-generated blueprints or some kind of victory, cache, or reward treasure that will make it worthwhile to raid Nerd Parade. It may give you an advantage. Now, we're not talking crazy OP stuff like 9,000,000% fabricated sniper rifles, but it will be some pretty decent stuff to give an incentive as to take us down. And it's going to be a fun thing. Now, if you've ever wanted to raid Nerd Parade, you will literally have a weekly chance to come and do such if you're playing on these servers. And that's how we're evolving, survival evolving, Nerd Parade's World War ARK into Raid Nerd Parade. Now, I mentioned earlier it's going to be myself and a group of Nerd Parade server admins or people that help me manage the server as well as manage the Discord and things of that nature that's going to be in the Raid Nerd Parade tribe. It's going to be just us in that because we don't want there to be any hints or suggestions or anything along those lines of favoritism. So there's not going to be an option to join the Nerd Parade tribe in this instance. You will definitely be able to raid Nerd Parade and try to steal the sweet, sweet booty that we're going to bring in for you. But joining the Nerd Parade tribe is going to be off the table because we don't want the competitive nature of the World War ARK PvP servers to be compromised. The only time that we're going to be PvPing is during this type of raid defense. On the servers. So we're going to be specifically playing on an event type basis to encourage the destruction. The moon rose on my facial hair just so perfectly there. To encourage the destruction of Nerd Parade and the Nerd Parade tribe, aka Raid Nerd Parade, which I'm pretty excited for. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm definitely excited for the event type nature because it's one of the more frequent comments that I get. It's like, how could we come and raid you? I bet I could blow into your base or whatever. So we're going to be specifically making bases to see if you guys could blow in. It's the Nerd Parade Challenge, and we're issuing it here and now. Can you raid Nerd Parade? Be sure to join in on this season to find out. If you need any more information on it, like I said earlier in the video, be sure to join the Nerd Parade Discord. The link is below me. As well as follow on Twitch because we're going to be live streaming not only the build-up, but the raid defense each week for the season of Raid Nerd Parade. Dun, dun, dun. But I'm quite excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. The uniforming of the PvP is nice because it's going to give incentive for... Let me get so dark. Why is it always going to be so dark? It's going to be uniforming the PvP and incentivizing more PvP amongst everyone on the server, not just to like group up, try to take out Nerd Parade, although there is going to be that incentive too. So there's two incentives: blow up your friends, blow up your enemies, blow up your frenemies, and blow up Nick from Nerd Parade. If you can do it. The challenge has been issued. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're psyched about World War ARK Raid Nerd Parade, which is launching in, if you're watching this video again, in the future, that it's already launched maybe, but August 24th, Friday, we're going to be kicking it off. We'll kick it off around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is my typical go live time on the Twitches, and we will live stream some of these starting out, where we might have some beach bobbery PvP, which is always my favorite, or some just general shenaniganery. I hope you guys enjoyed this, like I said again. If you did, smash the thumbs up button for me if you're excited. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel for some more Nerd Parade videos coming your way. But most of all, importantly of all, remember to relieve yourself and don't even make a face, like my character just did. In total public. Shy, not at all. No shyness, ever. Remember to take care of yourselves and stay awesome, guys. We'll catch you in the first instance of Raid Nerd Parade. Later.